Well, friends, welcome to this morning's mini live. Welcome to the mini live. I don't know. Okay, uh, we're gonna watch all of this apparently. Mm. So this is what they woke me up for. I was expecting to do it this early this morning, but it's okay. I'm gonna give it some time. Let's see exactly how this pans out. So this is where we are. Dalen needs to apologize, basically. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let's get into it. Let's go. Let's begin.
You mind if I come up there, or what do you want to talk about? And bro, I just want to apologize, man. Bro, despite how you feeling, man, you are my brother, and I'm sincerely apologize from the bottom of my heart. I was wrong. I stepped out of line, and I betrayed your trust and our friendship, man. But I just wasn't thinking, Ed. I mean, after everything Amber had did to you, I just felt like you didn't care, bro.
All right. So remember me saying the same thing yesterday. I said, this is exactly why I think Dylan did what he did. I don't believe him just get up out of the blues and decides, he wants Amber and, he wants to have this relationship with Amber. That's not what this was, right? But me get it. Hey, is he wrong? He is wrong. But that's not where this is from. But anyway, let's keep progressing.
And yeah, I went over there to comfort Amber.
Uh-huh.
And man, she was sad, and I just felt like in that moment, I just wasn't thinking. And I just did what I normally do in a situation like that. And I just made a move that I shouldn't have made. And I need for you to understand, and as my brother, I apologize from the bottom of my heart, man. I would never do nothing to hurt you.
All right. So again, this man has done this to your wife, and he is apologizing again. He might apologize. He might bring you an apology. Okay, all right. Well, does Dylan take the apology? Does he not take the apology? I mean, does Anthony take the apology? Does he not take it? What happens now? But of course, you can see that he's still playing the game. It still looks like just an act, a whole gamut.
No, Dalen. My wife, she's in a vulnerable position. You know, and you took advantage of that. I could see if, like if you tried her and she was with it, and she was in her right mind, I can't be mad at that. The fact that you took advantage, it's kind of hard right here.
So all of a sudden, everything is sitting very, very bad, and whatever it is, uh, Carlin says, O'Neill, as a man, you'd be upset. It's not the upsetness of this, Carlin. As a man, you'd be upset if it had happened to you. Put aside the fact that this is Anthony. No, in Anthony's position, the position that Anthony's in, he's playing this a little bit too deep. And actually, no. If I was in Anthony's position, the answer is no, because then I would have been responsible. Unlike Anthony, me actually take responsibility for my own actions. Anthony doesn't take responsibility for his own actions. That's the difference in the two of us. This is not your regular man acting out on a particular thing. No, this is Anthony using this narrative that he has, and he wants to make it into a story. I'm telling you, if that's what you think this is, if you think this is just a regular man just acting a part, no, that's not what this is. No, it is Anthony manipulating all of the people I'm involved in the entire thing because he has to make it look. Him have to make it look like, say, him right and them wrong. That's literally what this is. It is nothing else but that. But anyway, let's keep going.
You know, you could still be my brother. you also know who else had a brother?
Who?
Abel. Abel had a brother. What
No.
was Abel's brother's name, Dalen?
His name was Cain.
Now let me ask you something, Carolyn. What in God's name does Cain and Abel have to do with what has happened with Dalen? What does Cain? What? I don't think you understand, you know. Anthony sleep with his wife's best friend, damn near close to have a baby with her, and he's here giving speeches about Cain and Abel for a kiss that wasn't even a tongue and all them kind of thing kiss. That is the magnitude of it talk about first. Him not even get over the fact that he's been spending a year. Me ask him, is it even relevant? Is Cain and Abel story relevant? Telling you, no aunt. Me telling you something, don't know aunt. Really, no aunt. What Cain and Abel have to do with in this entire story? Cain and Abel. You know how bad Cain and Abel's story was? No, if him bring up Cain and Abel, anyway, unless he's saying that Dalen is Abel, boy, I mean, I don't know. Mm-hmm.
Okay. We know how that story went. But I'm in this new journey. I got my wife back. I have a son. I'm trying to move forward. So in moving forward, I have to protect my peace. You know? And part of that is forgiveness. But I'm not the only person who was hurt in this. I would never do to you what you just did to me.
You do worse. If you ask me, Anthony do worse. Hey, listen, Anthony's making himself like this guy who is very just and kind and morally sound. Please, please. If you ask me, yes, Anthony, Anthony would do worse to Dalen. Anthony, let me spell it right, would do worst to Dalen. One or two. I want to know how it works. Anthony would have done worse to Dalen. Remember when, remember when Dalen tried to date Pierre? Anthony never even approved of it. He not even approved of it and him pressure Pierre. He didn't even approve of it. What is it? What are we talking about? But anyway, you know what? Let me just let it slide on it. Let it slide.
Because we are brothers. But for us to have any kind of reconciliation, you need to apologize to Amber. You gotta imagine how hard it was for her to tell me this, keeping it from me out of respect for me. So, you wait right here.
All right. Jen Richards, thank you very much for the what is that? That's like a super chat. Thank you very much for the super chat or whatever is the game controller. Thank you very much for that. Let's kind of just call a speed here, please. Video game controller jumps up and down excitedly. Thank you very much for that. Listen, man. It's all a fake. But okay, if that's what they're gonna make us watch, it's all a fake. All of this is just a fake. Anthony is a fake. No. You don't get to try to make yourself look like you're this pristine, honest guy. Cain and Abel, come on, man. Come on. Cain and Abel, unless he's telling me that he is Cain and Dalen is Abel. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe so Dalen, what Dalen is what now? Is Dalen must be equal to Abel. Let me ask y'all. Dalen must be Abel. All of a sudden, they talk about Cain and Abel. Huh? All of a sudden, they get holy. A them thing I get O'Neill high rated when it come to Anthony. Is the way out, but again, me know a science stay. This is why O'Neill not Cain and Abel. You know how deep you have to, you know how bad it has to be to pull up the Cain and Abel story. But if him say so, if him say so, if him say Cain and Abel, no man, Let me read y'all's comments. Atlanta, be quiet. Will Dalen ask? Says she kissed back and we separated and said, "Hey, we would have never speak again." Blah blah blah. Amber looking out the window. Oh boy, this is terrible. This is terrible. So you think Nani that he's memorizing things that thing they taught him, but he's not executing it. It's fake. And Dalen should know by this that by telling Amber everything in front of him. Let me ask y'all a question. Didn't Dalen already apologize to Amber? It's like Dalen already do all of this, all of what Anthony is asking. It's not even like Dalen apologized to Amber before. He already did. Anthony, thank you for the super chat. Anthony never said that he was the cause of all of this. No, no, he has taken no responsibility for any of this. He's taken no responsibility. The man threw the blame for everybody else except himself. And then say, "Oh, well, I would have understand, if she was in her right mind." Please save me. If I was in Anthony's position, where's Carlin? Come back, Carlin, man. We could discuss this, man. If I was in Anthony's position, we wouldn't be acting like this. That's what makes us different. Thank you very much for the super chat, Anthony. That's what makes us different. Anthony on a moral compass. Anthony's thing is to manipulate everybody in everything. He had to make himself look like whatever it is. Anthony's not really mad with Dalen. He is mad with himself. Possibly. Could be. Meridia's comment. Could be. Could be. Anthony want to hear it and see how they react. Eh? Want to hear it and see them react. Okay, I guess. I guess. I guess. But hey, we know we're going to get this morning. He's not taking any accountability. Exactly. Anthony not taking no accountability yet. Anthony tell everybody about everything else except me. If after that comment I would remove my friendship from this couple for good, I would. D Joseph, that man tell you, listen to me. Anthony doesn't deserve Dalen as a friend. The amount of ride or die time Dalen has ride or die for the man. And again, me nah say, me nah say Dalen hasn't done an act that shouldn't be done. But good God, if I say you treat your brother after, maybe misunderstand friendship. Thank you very much, Michelle. Thank you for the super chat. Anthony is full of crap. Him full of crap. Just Anton doesn't deserve dealing as a friend. Trust me, him deserve dealing. I just wonder where is this energy when it comes to Sheila, because she's the whole actual hurt. She's the actual whole hurt Amber, and then want to coexist. It's crazy work. So look at how he's treating Dalen in comparison to how you're right. Una right. Una extremely right. Dalen did apologize. Anthony's trying to make Dalen and Amber the cause of this manipulative situation. Exactly what I say. This man I look for ways out. Him I look for ways out of the entire thing. Anthony's not aware that Dalen already apologized to Amber. He already apologized. But did he even listen? But all right. It is what I guess. I guess. It's like, hey, I guess. Anthony needs to reread the Bible. Reading the Bible and not understand the comprehension is a waste of time. Thank you very much, Beatrice. Me no know how Cain and Abel come into the entire thing just now. Me still try to fathom the Cain and Abel story. I hope him lose all that money. I keep saying I hope him lose all that money. I agree on it. Dalen, him that deserve Dalen as a friend. Anthony, I'm gonna say this straight. Anthony does not deserve Dalen as a friend. I'm gonna say that with my chest out. One for yes, and two for no. Him not deserve Dalen as a friend. Him never deserve Dalen as a friend. Dalen is too good of a friend for Anthony. Too good. This is Anthony trying to play victim to justify him wrongs. And that's exactly what he's doing. And he's going to keep doing it. Every single time Amber does something, he'll blow it up. That's what's going on here. I think Dalen should tell him that he has had his back through thick and thin. He was there from the beginnings of all of this mess. You know how much time I make Dalen run game for him? That's the thing. You know how many times Dalen has run game for him? Where you say Angela Phillips? Angela Paul, what did you say? Angela Paul, where you say? I have to look for your comment. Here it is. I hate that they have Anthony being the innocent one of all of this. Now, let me just show it out for right now, I think, Angela. I think what I do is just, I guess, playing it for the part. so we get to react to it, basically, which is what we're doing right now. But I think that's what's going on. But yes, for right now, they're making it seem like, yes, for sure. Angela Paul, for sure. I'm saying we can read the two chat them fast enough. Anthony have some nerve to compare Dalen to Cain. That's what the man compare Dalen to, you know. The man is saying Dalen is terrible and Dalen has chastised him. The man take up the Bible and beat Dalen over the head with it. I don't know. I don't know. These guys are different, man. These guys are different. Anthony is different. Anthony has some nerve. Him is a piece of work. Sheila is the only one to get Anthony in line. I hope that this is his baby. Maybe at this point in time, the baby needs to be his. Because maybe the only way. The amount of times Dalen has tried to help this relationship. Dalen has done more to try to help this relationship than hurt it. Let me go up on a limb and say Dalen has done more to try to assist. Again, I mean, nah say Dalen not do a wrong act. But good God, the act no warrant what take place right here. So it just no warrant it at all. It no warrant it. It no warrant it. He sure did. And that's why he gets what he gets. Dalen, you participate in deceiving someone. And Dalen, you participate in deceiving someone and you expect for nothing to come back to you. And then again, you know, ocean lover, you're correct. Maybe this is just Dalen's karma. But then does he recognize that? Maybe this is Dalen's karma. Is this Dalen's karma? That's actually a good reference. That's a good reference because he has actually helped Anthony to do a bunch of different things. And two for no. Maybe this is Dalen's karma, and I think they've been trying to break Dalen apart, but them can't do it. For some reason, them can't get him apart from there. Dorothy, let me see if I can find a comment. What Dalen did was the ultimate betrayal. Should Amber now forgive Shayla? Basically. Basically, David, basically, I guess. Since that's the ultimate betrayal, I guess. I guess, you know, I'm trying to look for your comment, Dorothy. Should Amber now forgive but hasn't Amber forgiven Shayla though? Didn't she say she forgive Shayla? Maybe we missed that part, David. You sure Amber not forgive Shayla? I'm looking out for your comment, Dorothy. I'm trying to see if I find it. Dylan needs to walk away. Anthony deserves the value for a friendship. He doesn't. He doesn't value their friendship. So he wants about it. He doesn't value their friendship. Part of it is Dylan's karma. He's getting it in his personal life, especially with the women he's dealing with. I think it can be looked at as his karma. They need to start going to church again. Yes, Carolyn, them all need to start going to church again. this me agree with. But Don't even see if you can side with what Anthony is doing because that's what he wants you to do. That's what he wants you to do. Anthony wants you to think about this in some different way. So the comment is that if, let me read some, I'm trying to get the comments up there. Uh, Screw Dalen, he's not a victim, he's participated in Anthony's cheating. Then he tried to cheat with Amber, putting his crusty lips on Amber. And I'm not saying that he's not wrong for whatever it is. But the focus cannot be that. The focus has to be where Anthony is going. You, what they're showing you is how this man has done a myriad of things. And when it comes to someone else, with someone that even has done half of the number of things that he has done, he wants to chastise and play God. And you can't play God after you just did whatever it is. You can't play God. The point is that Anthony is trying to play God. That is the point of the story. Of this little body of work, and Anthony is trying to play God. And you can't play God. After you just did the whole heap of gamut of different things, and you can't play God. Stephanie, let me see a comment. I am trying to get to all of them. Everyone getting karma and not Anthony and Sheila. What the hell is going on here? That's the point. What the karma for Anthony and the rest of them? Nobody has to Dalen wrong. We keep saying Dalen wrong. We keep saying that Dalen wrong. We keep reiterating it. I want to know when it is going to make Sheila apologize to Amber. Maybe that may ask when Sheila apologize to Amber. so, anyway. No, Amber shouldn't forgive Sheila until she asks for forgiveness. I'm reading the comments there. Let me see when they give me a no. It take me a little time. The most recent report, or CR, most recent report, CR, the only reason I'm not sure is the game I have. Let's see. I'm trying to get that. Anthony's a male chauvinist, egotistical. Yes, 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 yes. The point is that the man is playing God. He can't play God. Anthony just selfish. He's playing God. The point of this trap star is that Anthony is trying to play God in a moment that him can't play God in. That's the point. I see a comment, Angela Atkins, I'm putting it up now. Anthony just selfish and think about himself only. Exactly. This is not about whatever it is. They're not showing you they're not showing you whatever it may be. Because Dalen is apologizing. Is he not apologizing? When I act like him and not say sorry. Like him actually I say, hey, no, I should have done something different. I didn't so want to say, to be honest with you. Anthony needs to apologize to Dalen. Hopefully, Dalen has repeatedly given Anthony advice to prevent Anthony's troubles. He has. And not come out of it. They might make it look like say Dalen never did try. You know what I mean? But I don't know. How can you forgive a man and ask him for advice, but not your best friend and your brother? Exactly. So him forgive Wayne very easily. But when it comes to Dalen is Cain and Abel. Man, listen. I'm done. I'm done. I think I read the comment, Stephanie. Did I read the comment? I think I read the comment. It's just it's fake. That's all I'm gonna say. Anthony and the rest don't think about God until things hit the fan in their lives. Please don't even bother with it. Why is Anthony so hurt over a kiss when he had the whole encounter with Sheila for a year? That I'm a question. That I'm a question. That I'm a question. I would have taken it. If I didn't mean I'd have to take it as a man. But again, everybody else deal with things different, I guess. O'Neill, I believe the storyline is more about Anthony and Dalen's friendship more than the kiss. Is it really? Okay, so what you get from all of this then? So what you get from this is that okay, if this is the case, Angela Atkins, then it means that every time my friend does something that that may be out time character for him to do, right? Let's say I'm trying my wife somewhere, somehow. And again, this is exactly why this doesn't line up. Because there is backstory to the kiss. It's not like say the kiss happened out of in a vacuum by itself without anything else. That's not what it is. Maybe if it did happen in a vacuum, me could agree with some of the point of views them. It didn't happen in a vacuum. But hey, I don't know. Maybe that's what I miss. It just didn't happen in a vacuum. The kiss never happened in a vacuum. Meaning, when I say a vacuum, I mean to say that it never happened as a result of. I'm gonna tell you what I mean. It never happened because okay, one day Anthony and Anthony and Amber has been going good, and then this is the story. One Anthony and Amber has been doing very well. One day Dalen decides to try, Amber. In that instant, may agree with you. Yes, the friendship is whatever the deal is. But to know where you're coming from, an episode of thing there, an episode of cheating, and you ask, this is what I get, but I get where you get. But to be coming from an episode of cheating, ask your wife to forgive you. Remember, your wife, I like you, probably in the same thing as your sister, right? Right? You ask your wife to forgive you. She has forgiven you. And then you find out so your brother has done whatever it is, and you're now making it hard to forgive your brother. Tell me the sense in that. Cain and Abel. What's different from what Anthony has done to Shayla? What different? And that's why I say it is more about the whole idea of forgiveness. It's like people love forgiveness, but people love to be forgiven, but they can't forgive. And great tell us, look up the meaning of thing there. Hate is a strong word. People make you feel that way when they keep messing with you. Why I say hate? Hate is a strong word, and we know Amber doesn't hate. We know that she not hate. Anthony and Sheila are master manipulators. This is why both deserve each other. They're master manipulators. It's a manipulation story. Man, I'm going to show you how they manipulate the situation. Manipulate the situation. Anthony to talk to God, exactly. Because he has not talked to God. Cain and Abel, maybe I'm missing it. Cain and Abel. All right, I guess, hey, I don't know. Maybe you know what? I'm miss it, guys. I miss it. Cain and Abel. Let that sink in. The man is using Cain and Abel as a reference point. Kai is going to be his karma when he receives the DNA test results, which I hope him get it. God is dishing out karma for all of who wronged Amber, starting with Dalen. And that's fine. Me no mind the karma in a shaman, because yes, part of it is Dalen's karma. Right? And yes, Dalen deserve whatever karma him need to get, and him get the karma for whatever it is. Yes, part of the thing them a karma, right? Him can receive him like a karma from whatever it is. But Cain and Abel, Cain and Abel, you can't play God, man. You can't play God. You can't playing God. It just, yeah. The God playing is what has me. Maybe me miss it. Maybe the entire circle of friends is toxicity at its best. That's exactly right, Jackia. May I agree with you 110%. I'm talking about God. He's boasting, her boasting about them having a child. He will remove from this stage soon. Checkmate. It's gonna be all about things, man. Yes, Amber has forgiven her for herself. Done the storyline. They might soon bring the DNA test come. I guess them probably bring I guess they're cleaning this up to bring the DNA test. I think that's what they're doing, Lalia. Is Amber going to be mad that Anthony told Wayne? You tell me. You tell me. Maybe we need to ask that question. Cain and Abel, even after his wife tell him yesterday enough for whatever it is. I'm just showing you, how the thing they work, But anyway, so is Amber, let me ask a question. Is Amber going to be mad that Anthony told Wayne? Let me ask you all that question. Una can probably answer that one day. One for yes and two for no. Maybe Una can answer that question there. I know better than O'Neill. Cain and Abel, please. The words he spoke to Dalen will come back to hurt him. He feels as though he's beneath him. This, I want to see from his story. How the man is crushing the people around him like an ant. That's what I say. That's what I see with it. Remember, I say, where is Amber's? Where is Amber's circle of family and friends? They are surrounding her with snakes. Wayne, Anthony, Dalen, and Sheila. Cain and me still can't get over the Cain and Abel. The Cain and Abel hit me deep because when you use Cain and Abel as a reference, it must mean that this person has done an egregious act. And no, get me wrong, but let's call a spade, man. Me tell you to go check on your wife. You tell me, no, O'Neill, me can't check on your wife, You go check for my wife. And me, somehow, me go over there now and get myself in a trouble. And I'm just the one that is extremely wrong and me deserve all of the punishment in my work. It's just, me miss it. 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 The bottom line is that it was a kiss. I'm not even a tongue kiss, but Anthony is trying to make it more than what it really is. Anyway, maybe they might give the DNA test today, which is kind of what I said last night. On Riri's channel, Auntie Riri. You know me with everybody else. I think the DNA test probably will come out today some way, somehow. I still believe that we're gonna get DNA test today. We're still on DNA watch. I believe we're up on DNA watch on the list. So, you know what I mean? So it's all right. Let me see what's going on. So, I think me over the Dalen and Anthony thing now, but I guess we're gonna see Amber come out and them gonna talk to Amber. Let me see if they have even put that up as yet, because I know them sometimes they put up things while we're on. So I'm gonna create another live. Let me see exactly if another one is out, so me know if I should take this out or not. No, they haven't put another one out. I was wanting to see exactly if them was gonna put that one out before the time. But okay. Well, friends, Cain and Abel. I guess it is what it is. Dylan is a roach, and so we must bury him. Because so forgiveness is only one way. Forgiveness is a one-way street. Based on Anthony, forgiveness is a one-way street. Thou shalt not be forgiven except thee. I think Amber is growing and trying not to bring her family into her business. Well, a lot of things coming in our business. Sheila needs to get her karma today. Boy, Carolyn, me hope so. Me I hope so, but the writers have still not do that yet. She told Anton that he shouldn't have said something to Pierre, and then he turned around and told Wayne. But he's talking about Cain and Abel. And he's talking about trust and betrayal. David, but this is the man that is trying to chastise others about trust and betrayal. Even though she called herself chop liver. George, we said the same thing for a long time. They need to walk away. Amber and Anthony, because they're both toxic people that cheats on each other and not fully loyal to each other. I would honestly, if I was Dalen, I would have left this whole the clique. You know what I mean? Would probably try and move on, but them can't move him on because of course the story them not have enough characters yet. When you tell a secret, it's no longer yours to maintain the narrative. Amber lacks emotional intelligence. That is correct. May I agree with that. Yes, Amber is going to be mad because she knows Wayne through will throw it in her face. But that's what the man do. Let me see. I don't like the way they use God in these skits when they're working up doing works of the devil. Exactly. He's using God. If he try to use God, try to use God for justify the things them. It just me no know. Wayne will tell Amber Anthony disrespected her, telling her business. Wayne will tell Amber that Anthony disrespected her, telling her business. Possibly. Impossible. We do that, yes, trap star. You know it work already. The man of God. Anthony's a man of Anthony, I make know him is a man of God as of right now. He's a man of God. Aye, sir. I agree with Simone. Dalen is dirty. I'm not saying he should have told Amber. He should have told Amber, but there's no justification for him being a willing participant in the deception and the betrayal. Yes, you are correct. If you want us to have a discussion about it, we say it already, you know. I don't like only not say it, you know. Dalen wrong for participating in everything, you know, right? Dalen is wrong to be participating at the game when I participating. But it's like that's kind of what friends do anyway. Not but. When you say but, you contradict what you said before. That's what friends do. Somewhere, somehow, you're trying to run things for your friend, for whatever it is, for a period of time until you can't take it anymore. But he is wrong. If you really want me to give you a gamut on it, yes, Dalen was wrong for running game. That's why, as Charmin said, it may just be the karma. You know, it may just be karma. Him wrong for running game, to be very, very fair with you. I'm not saying nay, you know. Who's Kai? Amber was trying to stick to 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 her vows that she just made. That is the point. More secrets. Timing was just bad. Yes, the timing of it was bad. And she was trying to stick to the vows then, but that's again why this is exactly why I talked on the show last night and I said tradition sometimes beat us over the head. Tradition and moral, whatever we'd see as tradition, it beat you over the head, and people will use that against us. People sometimes will use your tradition or your moral compass or your morality against you. And that's exactly what Anthony has done. Anthony has used Amber's morality against her. That him doing at the entire situation. Because he's taken the spotlight off of himself with all of this. Think about it. We, the audience, are fighting over everything else except the fact that Anthony has cheated. They have achieved the goal. The goal has been achieved. We are fighting. We, the audience, we are fighting over everything else. We are fighting over the Dalen story. We are fighting over everything else except Anthony getting back to what he's supposed to be doing for Amber and being the husband he's supposed to be. We're fighting over everything else. So how you think the character feeling? That's what I'm showing you. I'm showing you how much the man switch a narrative. The narrative has so much been switched that we're talking about the kiss. We are talking about everything else except the fact that Amber cheated. That Amber cheated. I mean, that Anthony cheated upon his wife. Damn near had a whole baby. And is still here. We are talking about everything else except that. That's how much the man push the narrative. That's how much he has changed the narrative. Only like I don't think Amber was right to tell what happened, but Anthony needs to get off his high horse and move on. Carl, let me know if I'm gonna ever get off the high horse. He's not going to do it because that's just is the work. It's just the work. Nani, I hope that Anthony gets very, very angry when she finds out that Wayne knows. I hope so. I hope she do a whole heap of different things and not backpedal again. I hope so. Let's hope. Angela Phillips, I absolutely agree with you. Let's see. Before you leave, look up Joe's song. Baby, where you at? That is the depiction of Anthony. Which one is that one? Joe's song? Baby, where you at? I have to look up that song, the D Joseph. You have to go, you throw me off guard this morning. You throw me off guard. I think Anthony's learning from Amber, but he's interpreting it in a different way to his benefit. Exactly. You see, yes, he's using, what him do is him use the moral compass against them. So he will find ways and means of using the Bible. Since I know you like the Bible, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a chameleon. Anthony's a chameleon because he can change. I'm going to use the Bible and I'm going to become this just person just so that way I can communicate with you in the way you want and to keep you in line. Anything to manipulate you. People will try to do that. They will use whatever it is that they know that you're passionate about. They will use what you're passionate about and try for somewhere used against you. So you love God? Okay. Well, let me use biblical stories. That's what I think it is. Anyways, folks, I don't want to push it. Let me wait for the next one to come out. Then we'll go up on another live. I don't think another one has come out yet. No, we still see the same skit. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Thank you for coming to the mini live. I'm going to talk to y'all soon.